Okay, let's get into installing Azure CmdLets. There are many reasons you'd want to do this. It's all about automating resources in the cloud, in this case, Azure. Some of these operations have to happen at scales. There are customers out there that have hundreds of subscriptions, multiple tenants, and really doing this manually at the portal is not sustainable. And so here we want to teach you how you can manage your resources in the cloud, whether that's virtual machines, storage accounts, identity, what have you. It's also about being able to do things like security automation, analyzing log files, being able to just set up monitoring, and overall have a healthier footprint in the cloud for your company. Installing the Azure CmdLets are pretty straightforward. There's a couple points you need to remember to make it effective. And so installing them begins with the PowerShell prompt as administrator, as you can see here. Once you do that, this is the core command to download and install the CmdLets. This particular command, the import, will make them available in your environment. The set execution policy essentially says to the system that you will trust any local scripts to be run, but for those that need to be downloaded, permission will need to be granted. And then finally, you may need to restart your PowerShell environment before starting Visual Studio to start using these CmdLets. My name is Bruno Turkley. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, let's begin the installation process. We're going to now go to the GitHub repo and actually grab the commands one at a time. You can see them all here. Here is the PowerShell administrator prompt, and we're just going to paste in these commands right here. And after we finish that command, we'll do the import and then the set execution policy. You can see now that it's installing them all. The clobber syntax tells it to overwrite whatever it might be there if there's an older version. This will take just a few moments. Let's go ahead now and import the modules. This command will take a few moments as well. And so the final command here is to set the permissions. So we'll go ahead and paste that command in as well. I'll say A for all. And now we are ready to actually run an Azure CmdLet. So I'm just going to go from the command prompt here and say code space dot, meaning run Visual Studio Code from the current directory. So once again, we're going to be here in the Explorer. We'll click the New File button here and go ahead and say list VMs for our first PowerShell script. And it's a very simple command. It's just get, and you can see the IntelliSense coming up, VM. And that's that simple. And at this point, we can just go ahead and run this command. And you'll see that, in fact, it's listed out all of my VMs, and we're in good shape. Okay, let's wrap up this module. As we saw a moment ago, we installed the PowerShell Azure CmdLets. We imported them. We set the execution policy. We restarted PowerShell, restarted Visual Studio. I'm Bruno Turkley. Thanks for watching. To get the source code, go to my repo, as you can see in the URL here. Thank you again.